Hello there, everyone. It's King Sloth back again. Finally, it's been 2 weeks since I've last recorded a video. First, we had a week of everyone being ill, like coughing the guts up, being ill, constantly downstairs, kids constantly crying. Then we had family down for a week, so I haven't had time to make any videos. But as you can tell by the title, today we're reacting to the Norwegian long-range reconnaissance squadron. I haven't really done any reactions to the Norwegian military, but apparently they're the Arctic elite military force. So, do you know what? Make sure to leave a like and 10 likes on this video. Comment down below what you want me to react to next, and subscribe. We're aiming for 3,000 before New Year's up. But do you know what? Let's just get into the reaction.
The world's best Arctic fighters. The Norwegian Reconissance Squadron is an elite force only a few people would even consider. And out of those who do, only 1% make it through their selection. These guys are specialists at operating behind enemy lines for long periods of time.
Bro, they're literally
trained to go unnoticed in any terrain and to be completely independent.
They were literally carrying Flamer Bills up side of a mountain.
Idea of how tough this unit really is. Earlier this year, they went on a mission where they spent 44 days outside in down to -30
wow,
in some of the harshest Arctic conditions you can imagine, without any supplies and without being told how long the mission would last. This is a
I like them ideas, sort of missions. It's literally, you're here, survive until we come get you. So you've got to think, okay, build your shelter, prepare in case any enemy attacks or the pretend enemy, because obviously it's a training exercise. But also it's more surviving the conditions you're in, how to survive with lack of food, getting water sources, everything like that. You've got to be prepared for everything. But in that weather, whew, no.
Meaning their identity has to remain a secret, and no media has ever been allowed in, not until now, as I'm about to join the world's best Arctic fighters on a mission above the Arctic Circle,
wow,
behind enemy lines.
It's the first time they've let cameras in.
Okay, Magnus, welcome to Norwegian Military Intelligence Battalion. Today you are going to visit...
I've saw Magnus quite a bit. He's done a few different things with like Norwegian military. He did their fitness test and it looked horrendous.
From what you are normally doing, and I guess when we get you geared up, it will be odds even. Your patrol has been tasked to support the rescuing of a downed pilot behind enemy lines.
Okay, so they've got to get there.
Last known position is in the area of Eastindan here.
So the mission is to rescue the
Okay,
pilot who should...
that's one thing, and that's a bit off topic anyway, but I remember when I was in the British Army, we did map reading as a mat. It was like compulsory, you had to do it each year, something you just had to do, keep up to date with. Since I joined the RAF, it's not a mat. I'm not sure if it's, I'm pretty sure for the RAF regiment, they will have it as a mat. However, the actual generic RAF personnel don't have it as a mat, whereas the British Army do.
Somewhere in the area of East Timber. We'll be transported into enemy's territory by car, where we get dropped off...
Just the terrain, just the hills everywhere.
And unnoticed by the enemy. As soon as we have the pilot, we'll call for a helicopter to come fly us out.
So extract. Ugh.
Questions?
No question.
No, the blokes behind them are like, it shouldn't be that bad. We brought the media along. We're not going to do the stuff we normally do. In reality, what happens, the things the media see of different militaries are very different to what actually happens in the military, so to speak. Oh my god, I'm not about that. Going unnoticed as well as I can. Their Bergens are massive.
Like, look around, do we need to be ready to, because now we're behind enemy lines.
Yeah, we just got a sit update from our base. They have intelligence that says that there are enemy forces moving towards our position, and they're probably looking for the pilot as well.
And we also have to be quick. Right.
Yeah, we have to
Okay.
pick up the pace.
So the pretend enemy are also looking for the pilot.
Like 35 kilos, and that's no
Ooh.
exaggeration. Like, we measured them before.
35 kilos. Oh. And you climb up the side of a mountain to rescue a pilot, who most likely will be Cassie-backed.
My legs aren't
Oh.
strong. I already feel it a little bit, but I'm gonna try to keep up with you guys.
You'll feel it in your shins straight away with that weight.
Because that's your kind of specialty, right?
Well, we try to stay in the low terrain unless we have like concealment
Okay.
in the fog and stuff like that. And as you can see around us now, the fog is coming in, so that's good for us.
Thanks for so pretty much stay in the valley, stay low.
At the top. That's, for me, that's really the highlight.
That's your motivation. If we get to the top,
before.
helicopter will come pick you up. Okay, Roger, I'm getting up the hill.
But first, we need to find the firejet pilot.
Yeah.
That's priority number one. Riding the helicopter, that's priority number 2.
I mean, I would like to do this sort of training. Like, I don't really mind cold weather. Obviously, being in the Highlands as well.
I've been told that I should look for enemies to the left. So the guy in the front, he's looking straight ahead. I'm looking to the left.
He's looking to the right.
Looking to the right.
Constantly have all your arcs covered.
I'm too out of breath to even like. I feel like my sight is kind of blurry.
I bet that's also altitude as well.
Really
The
excited.
further you go up,
We keep this pace
the more
for
the
a
oxygen's
month.
going to kill you off.
Ask them if we can take a little break. The firejet pilot needs to wait, otherwise I'm gonna die on the way up here.
Oh god, I bet the people around him though. I bet the people around him are like, oh, we put the media with us, even though it's just YouTube. We put the media with us, and he's slowing us down. The other team, the other enemy, are gonna be like laughing at us because we've been so slow getting up to what we normally do. It happens.
1 a.m. Didn't sleep at all. We were supposed to sleep for like an hour, but I couldn't fall asleep. And we have very little food with us, and we're just gonna try.
He mentioned there saying
quickly as possible
you have
to get in.
an hour to sleep.
Uh,
That
these
happens.
guys are
People
crazy,
don't
right? And
understand this.
we're
Like
about to, like,
any time I was on exercise and it was right, you've got a bit of time
actually climb
in the harbour area. What this is what you got to do. We've got someone on stag. What are you gonna do?
but
If your rifle's
it's very
clean
different
or if you
climbing
had food,
these
you get in your
backpacks
bag.
around
It's like
35
your job is
kilos, so that's
staying
about half
warm.
my body weight.
I remember used to roll a fag, have my
I
fag,
don't
get in
know
my
how I
bag.
climb with that
I was zipped up till it was alright. That's not me. I'm like, okay, get ready to go.
These are very different
Straight
from my
away.
usual Drago climbing shoes.
But even that scree's gonna kill you off. It's just the terrain, like constantly going. You know, like you can see where you've got to go. You've got the map as well. You've worked out the incline you're going to be doing. I bet their shins are burning, calves are burning, the back's in agony 'cause it's 35 kilos. And they've only been patrolling for 4 hours. 4 hours? I'm guessing that's, yeah. It's hours, not seconds. Okay. 4.5 hours. Tabbing. Dying.
I've done a lot of hard shit lately, but this is hard in just a different way.
That's
never
mentally breaks you.
Hiking for hours. We thought we were at the top,
No.
and we were just halfway.
Oh.
So
So
the last few hours.
almost 5 hours in,
It's super hot right now.
and you're
We're in the middle of the
halfway.
water, but now it looks like we're gonna climb the ridge finally, and I can't stop looking for enemies, to be honest. I
Ah.
think, if there are any enemies in the area, they're gonna deal with it. So
It's just trying to
I'm
survive.
on myself right now.
It's mentally broken. Mentally broke. It's just like I can't do my actual job. Oh god.
I think this is gonna take me some time to recover from. Like, right now it feels like my batteries are really low, and I know that the mission has just started, so I'm a little bit worried.
You're about 5 hours in.
On the
As of now, the entire Operation Meatballs, is depending
Operation Meatballs. A lot of time for that.
might have been me. It's critical for us to get to the pilot as soon as possible. As you can see in front of us, we have a really narrow and steep ridge line.
Oh
We're moving
god.
through. It's super exposed. We're exposed to like the elements.
I'll say
but also
the enemy.
being spotted by the enemy.
So the enemy can see you as well as getting battered by the wind on the ridgeline.
During our climb, do we, what is it called? Return fire? Or
Yeah, we will shoot back.
shoot back? Okay, yeah.
And
Because we're pretty vulnerable.
Return fire, take cover, return appropriate rate of fire.
we get in contact on the ridge.
And if you have enough time to get away,
One full rack
do it.
with all the pros, so the nuts and the cams. We're gonna go as a 3. Yeah.
Is it a climbing helmet?
So it's we have another helmet.
Jorgen and
which is made
Evan.
For, ballistics.
Okay.
So it's really heavy.
Yeah.
But this one is.
Jorgen and Evan are leaving the unit and don't have to be blurred.
Person goes in front.
Okay, so the people who were staying in that unit have to be blurred, and people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So we're not belaying each other. I think it's going to be new to a lot of people watching this type of style. So basically, if one of you fall, I have to go low, right?
Yeah, and make sure.
Just hold.
On one side that kind of
you
don't go
basically have to
after
fall on the other
fall on the
side.
other side.
Well, that's the kind of, you have to have a pretty quick reaction.
So it's counterweight. So if one person falls left, you've got to jump over the right side of the ridge
Yeah,
just to stop them dropping all the way down.
Maybe not using this kind of pros.
Yeah.
But just using natural, just rocks, whatever you have, trees.
Yeah.
And just put the rope.
Oh god.
Also the harness is camo. That was pretty cool. I've never seen that before. And we're gonna climb with the backpacks, so that's what
Oh, wow.
really challenging. I mean, this route is
35 kilos, as well as going along a tiny ridge.
Be noticed, you know. So I mean, it's a different.
The
way.
thing is, though, you're also
When we get down
in
there, we call for the helicopter.
dark green, brown camo kit, and you're about to climb up a ridge covered in snow. You are gonna stand out so much. It's unreal.
Multiple planes to kind of suppress the enemy before they can bring in a helicopter, which is an easier target.
Yeah. So they first have to suppress the enemy.
Suppress the enemy. Yeah.
Air Force.
And
And then they can come in and save us.
now
And
for
what
sure.
do we do if we don't get a helicopter?
It wouldn't be the first time it happens. So you always.
Oh my
we
god.
plan for an emergency plans. So
Mm.
you always have kind of escape routes and different kinds of pickups.
But the pilot is, I mean, he's worth more than us, right? Because he's.
Yeah. So the education they get.
Yeah.
And.
Okay.
Yeah, they're jet fighter pilots. So.
It's a very cynical way of looking at
It's right.
it.
I get what they're saying though. The amount of money that goes into getting these pilots ready and how much of an asset they actually are for how many hours of trained, how you. Aim for the snow, I guess.
Know what they've been up to yet. So maybe I'll feel it later, but.
Yeah. Well, you were leading the way the whole way. Pretty high pace.
I think they're used to it. That's what I said. I remember my corporal in phase one was there like, you're going to struggle to begin with in your military career. You've just got to get the miles under your legs. And then when I started doing proper training for like tabbing, so your tactical advance to battle with your weight on your back, you almost get used to the pain sort of thing. So it's not as bad the more you do it. So like I did a tab a couple of weeks back here in Scotland, and it was weird going back to some sort of training that I haven't done since I left the army. But I noticed I could still, I was in more pain at like 6 mile point, whereas I used to be able to do 8 miles like off the bat like nothing. So I think the more miles you put under your legs more consistently, the better you are, the faster you're at healing, the muscle growth comes back, you just get used to it again. So I am going to start doing tabbing more and more often now, because I know it also burns about, I think it's like 2,000 calories in 2 hours, I believe. If you do 8 miles in 2 hours with the weight.
Or is it, like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, well, I'm looking for a single person, but if he sees us, he'll confirm it with a smoke or a flare.
Mm.
But I'm trying to scan to see him because he should be in the area.
Do you know what color he's wearing?
He should be wearing a flight suit. Yeah, I think I got him.
Oh god.
Right by the edge there.
Do you have a way of calling him, or do we just need to go down there and check?
Imagine trying to get there.
Try to get closer before we do anything else.
You know, if they see you, great, they could start coming towards you, I guess. But if you've got to crawl up the snow in green, you'll get spotted. You're going near enough vertical with, once again, 35 kilos, near enough vertical.
White cam. Okay. So for the pants.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Everything's white.
Everything's white.
Blend into the glacier. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. While the rope's getting down the other side of the hill.
So what's the plan now? The guys up there.
So now they got to get in
Up
whites.
there somewhere.
We think we saw something up on the other ridge line up there.
Yeah.
So
We just got a report about increased hostile activity in the area.
Oh, for God's sake. Of course, as soon as you get near the enemy, the serial that they're doing, you know that some enemy know you're nearby. And you're like, they've just been given a call.
I guess we have no time to waste.
No, really, they've just been given a call, like, they're going to come soon, we're going to do some sort of contact drill. That's what happens normally. Yeah, even that looks pretty... The camo suits don't really help on the white backpack, not gonna lie. Every step you take, paying 15 hours, 15 and a half hours. Still tabbing your way up. That would kill.
That's the pilot, right?
Keep going. I'm sorry, but if the pilot's ejected his way unless he's injured. He would have been moving towards them. In reality, he would have been moving towards them. Jesus. Near enough vertical again. Gotta get up this ridge. Get up, boys. 16 hours. Okay, so that's the pilot they're getting down. That's like getting up the ridge. I think they're getting him up highest to get the helicopter in. I bet he was fucking freezing on that hill as well. Because it sounds a bit like he would have been waiting there for them to come nearby. He's been told, okay, he probably would have messaged back down, be like, okay, they're nearby, do I let off the smoke now? No, let them get closer. Okay, cool. Now they're close enough. Let off your smoke. And he's just been sat there in the snow like, fuck, this is cold. That's what happens. It's funny.
what we're gonna do is make sure you get rid of the hypothermia. We're gonna get you some shelter, heat you up, give you some warm fluids.
Warm
What do you
food.
think about the helicopter?
Yeah, so just got news. The old forces did not manage to suppress enemy anti-air.
Okay, so there's no helicopter.
The helicopter for us.
So we have to make the way down ourselves?
Yeah, we need to walk down ourselves.
Oh my god, it's took them 16 hours to get to that point, and it's like,
Oh man.
by the way, you're doing it again, but you're going down, so it should be easier. Oh no. The sadness you must feel like, not again, not again. That'd be horrible. Way later, so there were 16 hours to get to him.
Finally. We've been walking on snow for hours.
33 hours.
We've been out for, I think it's close to 35 hours without sleep, with
What?
food. I feel really low on energy, and
Yeah, you fucking tapped up and down the mountain.
different from all the other challenges that I've done. Like
33 and a half
I have
hours.
energy too. Like on the way down, I didn't have energy to talk to the camera, and it's just I
How?
don't know,
And these are the blokes.
completely
The other blokes he's with are like, they got to the top of the hill, they're like, it's
This
good.
backpack is
It's
so big,
good.
you know?
It's fine.
Did I mention
They're
that
used
it's
to it.
35 kilos? I think I've mentioned that like 20 times already.
35 kilos, remember?
You told me something funny earlier about the warmest piece of clothing in NATO.
Yeah.
What is it?
You wanna know what it is? Oh, it's this piece of kit right here.
It's a backpack.
Yeah.
It's the
Do you call
backpack.
this operation successful so far?
Yeah, I'd say it's been.
Ah, of course. Contact. Rounds off. I told you, of course. So they're almost escaped. 36 hours in. Get the smokes off. Get out. All they're doing is really suppressing. Look how small that little BFA is, sir. Black fire attachments. So they're gonna get the enemy. Come on, move. Is he saying get down or move? He's shitting himself. He's actually shit himself. 36 hours in, he's forgot his blanks. He's like, this is fucking real life.
Did you guys know that we were gonna get shot at today? Or was that a surprise?
It's always a surprise. I mean,
You guess,
you
no.
never know if you're gonna.
You
When you get tired.
you know you're gonna get shot at. It's when. It's when and where.
Or you're going to your pickup point.
Yeah.
That's when you start like getting really unfocused, and so.
There you go.
Be switched on the whole time.
And I guess it's.
Well, you've had a cameraman in your face asking questions and rounds are going off suddenly. You're like, okay, shit, move out the way, get on the floor, bam.
Like this,
For sure.
when you're tired,
And
because they test your reflexes, I guess. Like
yeah,
yeah.
and now that's we're trained to. Like,
Wow.
if we hear that we're getting shot at, something just turns on.
Yeah.
You're yelling, adrenaline.
That's correct.
No matter how
That is
you
correct,
feel,
100%.
You don't want to get killed, right? So you shoot back and you do your best.
So I was actually instructed to not shoot if we
Okay.
had any contact. I was just directed to just
Lay prone.
put and follow the instructions. So,
Right, obviously, last one.
I'm definitely not gonna look like a hero in that shot.
No. Help me. It's lay prone. 36 and a half hours in. It's time to go home, boys.
I mean, we ended up in a contact with the enemy.
Okay.
It's not never good, but we managed it well and we got out of there.
Defeated.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just super excited.
Bit my
I'm just
tongue.
super excited for the pizza. Yeah. You've been telling me about the pizza and.
Endo exercise pizza.
My mouth gets like watery just from saying that word.
Oh.
It's been very little food and.
We used to have like a cook come out to the field and give us like sausage or bacon sandwiches, and it was just banging. Even though it's like looking at it, like if you bought it in the street, it's shit. But at the end of an exercise after being on rations for so long, you know it's good. There you go. That was actually a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I actually fucking rate then. The bloke is of the YouTuber who it is. What's his name again? 2 seconds. Magnus, I believe it is. Magnus mid to bow. Literally, he does loads of different fitness challenges. The dude's absolutely insane. Does a lot of stuff with the military, which is really good. But normally, he doesn't seem like he's struggling unless it's like a really, really tough fitness challenge. You don't really see him struggle with the military stuff normally. But that, I think, being 15 hours in and just reaching the top and being like, okay, get helicopter out of your sound. He's hanging at his arse, haven't slept, hasn't ate. And then it's, by the way, you're walking back down. 36 hours it took him to get back. So 36 hours up and down. That's insane. With 35 kilos. I'd love to know how many miles are covered, but I'm guessing it's an absolutely insane amount. Especially with the terrain that we're on, the snow, each step you take feels like you're burying your feet in the sand. I could do that. I could do it, I'm sorry. But anyway, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like. Remember, we're aiming for 10 likes on this video. Comment down below what you want to react to next. Remember to subscribe. We're aiming for 3,000 subs by the end of the year. Let's just get it done. It's been King Sloth. I'll see you all soon.